Wandering around the exiled lands, you've probably come across some of the journals or the ghosts pointing to some of the lore. Maybe you haven't been bothered to read it, or maybe you have. I've had a lot of requests in the past to go through some of these journals. I thought I'd do something a little bit different from my regular guides and let's plays and take you on a journey to learn a little bit of random lore through this land. If this is not something that interests you, fair enough, I don't blame you for skipping, and I'll see you on the next guide video. If you do stick around to join me on this Ophirean journey quest, something mindless, you don't need to take in too much. Sit back, relax, and listen. The first journal is located here in G3. A stick of coal and a few leaves will have to serve as my diary in this godforsaken place. Perhaps my words will be of use to some unfortunate soul in the future, and this seems to be a land of lost souls. Once I escaped my bondings to the cross, I found that I was not alone in my fate. Two other poor souls had been crucified nearby, a dead Zamorian and a glaring barbarian. He looked like one of those savages that haunt the north borders of fair Aquilonia. Sumerian. His piercing eyes and his sullen look on his face gave me doubts, but I decided to free him anyway. This is no fate for a man. Braga, as he is called, is gruff and uncouth. He offered to travel with me in order to pay my debts. He is severely wounded. Unlike the leather bonds that bound me to the cross, Braga had been nailed there. We have spotted a bridge to the west. Bridges mean water, a resource we lack. As a little clue on the location to the next journal, I do apologize, I do have dyslexia, and some of my words may be mumbled and jumbled. Hopefully that doesn't distract too much from the storytelling. Located here you'll find Ophirean Journal number 2 and also the crossed arms emote. Crossing the sweltering desert was an exercise in discipline. We came across a small encampment, seemingly abandoned, wary of the possibility of an ambush. We approached the smoldering embers of the campfire, but whomever had been here before us were nowhere to be seen. Unfortunately, without food to cook, we could simply stare at the embers and dream of smoking slabs of meat. To raise the mood, I described to my companion the beautiful noblewoman Ophiria. Braga crossed his arms and told me that I talk too much, that he wasn't interested. I offered to describe the sheep of my homeland instead. Braga thinks we ought to travel north from here, across the bridge. I mumbled my agreement through a mouthful of broken teeth. Another hint to the next journal. Just on the other side of the bridge, we will come across another small campfire just here on the map. Ophirean Journal 3. It has proven wise to travel together. My companion has crafted a crude stone sword, one which he applied with great strength to an aggressive crocodile. I cowered in fear when the monster attacked, and I am thankful to my companion for both the protection and the sustenance the flesh of the beast provided. It tasted like chicken. We have decided to venture further north, following the river. My companion has taken an interest in the black walls of the ruined city. I'm less enthusiastic about the prospects of a safe haven there. Here you will find Ophirean Journal 4, located on the map right here. We'll also learn the emote sigh. We have set up a temporary camp at the Black Walls. Even Braga seems taken aback by the ghostly sounds coming from in the ruins, and he is only slightly more expressive than the stone itself. I have firmly declared that I have no intention of exploring them. My companion sighed at my cowardice, but agreed to head further north. Perhaps we can find an opening in the walls that will not lead to certain death. That would be much preferred. Yeah. Just by the entrance of Weaver's Hollow, we'll find them chatting again. We used to learn Bicrom and stuff here. I don't know what it is now. Oh, it is still Bicrom and stuff. Yeah. I scribbled these words with the dreaded fear that they may be my last. Nightmare creatures have come boiling forth from the nearby cave, screaming and attacking my companion and myself. Braga beat the first wave back, but at the cost of our precious food supplies being stolen by the creatures. Braga and I have become so close on this journey that even a slight shift of weight conveys an entire conversation. When he looked to me, I knew he wanted me to stay and guard the camp while he descended into the cave and retrieved our supplies. So here I crouch, nervously awaiting his return. Adadum. Turns out, he actually wanted me to follow him into the cave and help him. And now I have a headache from the clout he gave me. At Muriel's Hope, we'll find Ophirean Journal 6, as well as the emote score. I feel ill at ease here. I do not know what happened to the builders that began this project, but I cannot imagine their fates being pleasant. Braga climbed the scaffolding and threw himself off onto the back of an antelope, which he killed with a brutal wrench of the neck. Tomorrow we will continue our journey west, towards the ruins, but tonight we feast like kings. On the western side of the Slave Way is located Ophirean Journal 7. You will also learn Yawn. I am convinced that one of those infernal creatures here has stung me. Perhaps one of those scorpions that hide in the deep sands. I did not feel the sting, but a strange lassitude has come over me. I feel tired and ill. My legs can carry me no further. I pleaded with Braga to rest here, and he complied, although not without protest. To the west lies Great Salt Flats, which we will cross tomorrow. Perhaps we can break into the north, where there seems to be greenery and an end to this infernal desert. Those salt flats being the shattered springs, crossing over them will lead us to the 8th and final journal of Ophirean and Braga. Just within a little cave, you will see their very sad little campsite, and you may notice the ghost has died and Braga is mournful, and we have a tombstone. Here lays Sanus from Ophir, a coward, a joker, a man with a strange obsession for sheep. He saved my life. I could not save his. Braga of Samaria. Apparently his name was Sanus. I've been calling him Ophirean. You will also learn some laugh emotes here, but I suppose that's why we're out here reading the journal, so we can learn a little bit of this random stuff. Ophirean Journal 8. I am undone. The venom is coursing through my veins, and slowly, insidiously, I am dying. I no longer feel my legs. I wonder how many others like me this desert has claimed. Even Tactirum Bragum has shown some concern. You are truly cursed when a Sumerian takes pity upon you. I told him a joke about sheep to cheer him up. He cursed and spat into the fire. As I write this, my companion is snoring loudly, and my hand is firmly grasping the dagger that will end me. I will go into the afterlife by my own terms. Nothing like a bit of harikiri to cure the soul. Well, that was quite the emotional roller coaster of Sanus, not Ophirean, and Braga, the Sumerian. A journey that has taken us all the way along the river and shown us the salt springs where now lies Sanus. But it's not the end for Braga. He has some more adventures, so fret not. You can come up to Mounds of the Dead in Samaria and visit Braga, and he'll tell you some things. Nothing too special. While you're by here, you might as well learn the emote spit. Don't know who these guys are. Fellow traveler, I am Arachnes, touched by the gods and the living embodiment of bravery, kings of these lands and all that I behold. These people I do not like, and I will make them bow before me. Tomorrow I will venture into their crumbling mound, bit on their chieftain, and make myself their leader. Well, that's who he is. We'll have to go through Raken's journals next to find out that adventure. Join me on the next episode for Raken's journals. If you've enjoyed this content, smash that like button and do subscribe if you're not already. Let me know in the comments what other type of things like this you'd like to see me do lore-wise and or journals you'd like to see me cover, etc, etc. Until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Love you all, appreciate you all so much. Stick around and click on one of these helpful guide videos coming up and or the next journal episode. Till next time, have a good one.